Hey YouTube, welcome back. Today we're going to look at something a little bit different. We're going to look at Bandai's 1 to 5,000 scale Star Destroyer. Hey guys, welcome back. So we got here the 1 to 5,000 scale Star Destroyer. Now, full disclosure, this is the second time I'm doing this review. I just recorded it and my neighbour, who never ever cuts his grass, just decided to pull out lawnmower and leaf blower and every other power tool he pretty much had. So it always goes that way, right? So when we open the box, you'll find I've already gone through this. So this is the second time I'm doing this now. But so here it is, the 1 to 5,000 scale Star Destroyer. Now 1 to 5,000 scale, that's sci-fi scales are all a little bit out there, but basically, long story short, it's about a foot long. So it's not huge, you can kind of see the size of the box right here, but it's going to be about a foot long. If you want to go a little bit bigger, Sylvester or Revell Reboxing, they do a 1 to 2,700 scale, which is about double the size, but that is nowhere near the detail on what you'll find on this kit right here. Bandai, obviously beautiful plastic as always, click together, you don't really need glue, and fantastic kits. Now, this is a Star Destroyer from Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. If you want something a little bit earlier, like A New Hope and Rogue One, it's slightly different. When I say that, the bridge is different, the engines are slightly different, turbo cannons are slightly different, there's a thing on the front here, slightly different. Now, 99.9% of people are never ever going to know the difference, but I'm sure if you come across that one rivet counter, then obviously there is a slight difference. If you want to go ahead and upgrade this and convert it, well, I should say convert it to that earlier version, you're looking about $80 US dollars from shapeways.com in terms of 3D printing for those parts. And that's actually more expensive than the kit. So the kit retails at $75. So, I mean, it's up to you. It's a lot of money. Personally, I wouldn't bother. I'm not that care about accuracy. I think it looks pretty good. If I'm going to do a Rogue One version, I think it'd be good to go. So that's out of the way. Two versions of the kit. This is a normal kit. They also do a lighted version kit for about $50 more with the full lighting stuff. When we go through the instructions, you'll see a lot of the instructions are for the lighting kit, which isn't included. Personally, I wouldn't spend the $50. I'll go on YouTube or eBay or somewhere and then find, YouTube find a video, and go on eBay and you can find the parts probably for about $5. You can probably get all the LEDs and stuff you need to light this thing if you want to. Even though the plastic's exactly the same, so even though it's not lighted kit, they already have all the little holes drilled in the body here of the ship, which so when you put the bulb in, it's going to shine through all the little gaps and stuff. So again, it's up to you, but personally, for $50 more, I think you can save your money and probably do it yourself if you just watch some tutorial videos. What else? So before we get started in this review, one other thing. This is kind of part 1 or 2. Part 2 coming up next week is the base for this, which is from JPG Productions. Now, that's a separate resin kit. JPG Productions are basically a garage or garage, depending where in the world, resin manufacturer, and they have a sale for a Facebook page. You get a 1 to 5,000 scale to match this, or a smaller version, I think 1 to 10,000 scale, City of Jedha. So those of you who know Rogue One movie will know there's an iconic scene where the ancient city of Jedha, and above it is floating or hovering one of these Star Destroyers, albeit different versions of this ones I just mentioned. But so you put the base below it. The base is really nice, looks nicely molded, has all the buildings and stuff, and just really sets it off nicely, the two pieces. So next week we're going to talk about the base. This one we're also going to talk about the actual Bandai kit for the ship. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So looking around the box here, see a beautiful detail. And it's kit number 5057624. Again, looking at really nice detail. Bandai, obviously based in Japan, famous really for their Gundam models, but they do have the Star Wars license, so they produce a lot of Star Wars stuff. I've not built a Star Wars ship from them before, but I have built some of the figures, and they just click together and go together fantastically well, the engineering. So here it is. You don't get a lot of plastic, as I mentioned before. I actually opened this already because it's my second time reviewing this. But you see a really nicely detailed, but not much in there, which we'll talk about in a minute. So, instructions. Again, really thin. When I bought this kit, I thought it'd be kind of somewhat like the Millennium Falcon. It would have tons of parts, little kind of greeballs and stuff to add. It'd be a nice long build. But as we go through this review, you see it's not really much to it at all. You probably get this built in like an hour, if not less. So, I mean, it depends on who you are. It's a plus or a negative, right? So if you're somebody who really enjoys weathering and painting, you don't really care about building, then this is perfect. If you're somebody who enjoys the building side of things more, and construction, then you might be a little disappointed, especially with the price. How few pieces plastic you actually get in this kit. So half this instruction is actually going to be for the wiring kit and an LED kit, which we don't have. This is obviously not the lighted version that I mentioned. So there you can see the sprues, say not many at all. And then the first really few pages are all just talking about their kit, how to get it wired, which again, not included in this kit. It's kind of, but anyway, so finally move on to like page 6, and we talk about the stand that comes with it. For what I'm doing, as I mentioned, I'm going to put this above that little resin city of Jedha, so I'm not going to use a stand. I'm going to use like an acrylic rod to kind of hold it up. Here we talk about, I think these are decals. I think if you'll see them, you get some metallic kind of stickers that go in there to help with the reflection of the lights. So again, if you want to wire this up yourself, you can save $50 and everything's in here you need really. And a few parts. Again, just very minor parts. All wiring stuff on that page, we don't really care about that. Wiring stuff again. Again, we don't care about that page. Don't care about that page either. More wiring stuff. So a few parts here, and looks like we're adding the engines in. And adding 2 halves together. Again, no glue with these kits, they all kind of click together. Okay, working on some of that superstructure. And there you go, that's it. Does come with a tiny little Millennium Falcon and a blockade runner, again in 1 to 5,000 scale, so it's going to be super tiny. Just to note that is, again, as I just mentioned, just a reminder, this is not a New Hope version. This particular Star Destroyer is Empire Strikes Back or Return of the Jedi. So if you do add the blockade runner underneath it, it's not going to be completely accurate. But again, as I just mentioned, you can get the resin parts if you want to spend another $80 to convert it. Actually, not 3D printed, should I say. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the plastic. Okay, here's I believe the underside. Again, you can get an idea of the size. It's not huge, but it's a nice little display piece. It's, again, about a foot long. Probably about the size of a 48 scale modern jet. And you can see some of that detail, beautiful detail. The panel line's maybe a little thick for 1 to 5,000 scale, but you really got to add a wash to this. If you don't paint it, at least add a wash, and it's going to really pick out all that lovely surface detail on here. And obviously you can go, pick out these panels and mask them and paint them different colors and stuff, and really kind of make this thing pop. Okay, and the upper side. I'm not going to take this out of the bag, but you can kind of see through it again. Same detail. Talking about the conversion, if you want, you'd have to cut out all these parts right here, these turrets, and put in different iron cannons and stuff. If you do want to backdate it to a Rogue One or a New Hope. Again, beautiful detail. Next bag. So you get this really beautiful plastic. I don't know how to get it so shiny white. This just make an awesome kind of car. I mean, you wouldn't even need to paint it. Look how nice that is. So this is for the inside, and basically this helps with the reflection of the lights. And one tiny detail there is, if you can see it, there is Millennium Falcon, which is obviously way smaller than my thumbnail. Just get an idea of size. And also the blockade runners on here too. There it is, 2 parts, again super tiny. That's kind of some of the kind of internal structure. Here's just a bag with 1 engine and a couple of parts. I'm not really sure exactly what that's for, because I think they're included in the other ones, but we'll see in a minute. This sprue is interesting because it's a whole bunch of nothing in between. It's just around the edge. They molded it. So see the parts right here. It's so beautifully, exquisitely molded. So crisp. There's certainly no flash or anything like that. Here's the main superstructure, bridge, I guess. Again, you can see all that beautiful detail. I mean, once you add a wash to this thing, it's really going to pick it all out and look amazing. And some other little parts. And then these just come with a couple of stickers, like reflective. Again, this is to help with lighting. So you put them inside, it helps reflect the light out. Just stickers. And one more bag which contains these sprues. So we have the black sprue, which is basically your stand. This one is one of my favorite sprues. I mean, the detail on this is amazing. Again, look at this. This is some of the sides of the structures. Hopefully the camera can really pick all this out and show you. I mean, it's amazing injection molding. And the really cool thing Bandai do too is different colors on the same sprue. So you have a clear parts, you have black parts, and you have the kind of light gray parts, all on the same sprue runner, which is really cool. That's kind of like the base, I think, in the hangar bay. Again, the sides, you can see all that great detail. And finally, this is our last sprue. Okay, so I got it. So you got 2 engines here, and the other engine's in a separate bag because there's 3 engines in the back. That makes sense. So again, look at this amazing detail. It's the engine. There's the back. And there you go. One thing I didn't see. Oh, okay, I've got right here. The okay, cool. All right, so yeah, that's it. So, I mean, I'm conflicted. It's a beautiful looking kit, but I mean, it goes together real quick and easy. Which for me, I would like a few more pieces, and it's kind of comes with the blockade runner and stuff, but it's not the right version. I mean, you don't have the parts to make that a New Hope. You need those couple of extra parts to get it that version. So I personally would stick the way it is. I don't want to spend $80 more than what the kit is on those extra parts, and also risk damaging this beautiful kit too, having to cut things out and get 3D printed parts in and that kind of thing and hack away at it. So I'll build it. I'm going to build it as is, and obviously I'm going to model it as a Rogue One above Jedha, but it won't technically be 100% accurate. But that's the route I'm going. I think for me that's what I want to do. I'm not a rover counter, and I think it's going to be the best low risk in terms of damaging the kit, and also the best final result I think I can do that way. So that's a review of this. Let me just kind of move the box over, move the plastic out of the way. So again, this is the Star Destroyer. Quick review, but it's not really too much to see about it, but beautifully molded plastic. And there you go. So next week, as I said, on next Tuesday, I'll do a review of that Jedha Resin City, which is pretty impressive too. It would be kind of cool, I guess, to run some LED lights for both the city and the Star Destroyer, and kind of light them all up. That'd be a really cool nighttime kind of look. But anyway, so I'm kind of waffling now, so I'm going to end the video. So as always, thank you for watching. This is Richie from RW Hobbies, and I'll see you next time. Thank you and goodbye.